Welcome students in my new tutorial based upon Adobe Photoshop, and today I'll be teaching you how to do compositing. So without wasting time, firstly I will load one of the portrait image, and with that image I'll try to give a DSLR effect with some kind of background. So it's very easy. So just I'll try to open one image. So I'll go to my download folder. So I'm having some images which I have downloaded, and don't worry, I'll be providing you all these images in your folder, or you have to just click on the link at the bottom of my YouTube tutorial. So I'll use this image. So I'll just drag it down towards my Adobe Photoshop and I'll place it here. And as a result, this image is been loaded. So first of all, I'll just double click it here so that the lock should be open. Now I have to just select this portrait. So I'll use this quick selection tool. Keyboard shortcut is W. So I'll just select it, and then I'll just select the whole image. So I'll try to cover each and every part of the image. So it's very helpful. This tool is very helpful. In my earlier tutorials, I have already explained. You will see some parts of the image is been selected, but it should not be selected, like this part. Like this part. This is the inner part and it should not be selected. So I'll just click on masking mode, and you can see this part should be red. So how to do it easily? What I'll do here, I'll use this tool only, quick selection tool, and on the top you could see the third option minus in the option bar. It's in plus, that means I want to add to the selection, but now I want to subtract from the selection. So I'll select this one, and then I'll come here and I'll just select this part, this part, this part. So I'll zoom it and I'll decrease the size of my tool. Yes, I'm using the angle brackets, or you could say square bracket. I'll select the part from here. I hope this has been done. So here also, if you will see here, this part, I'll increase the size, control plus, you know very well. Now this part also should not be selected. So this part also I'll try to remove by this tool. No, it's not working properly. Control Z I'll do, and for that I'll be using polygon lasso tool. And now with this tool also, the third option has been selected. So very minutely I'll select this part, and then very carefully I'll join from with the starting point. You could see it's been selected. Again I'll check it. Only now the hair part has been left, so that also I'll see what can be done. Yes, always you can press control plus and control minus. Now here this part should be selected. So what I can do, the same tool I can use, polygon lasso tool, and now I have to add. Now see very carefully, you should see. Now I have not to deduct, but I have to add this part. For adding this part, I have to select the second option here, this one. So this I'll select. That means I want to add in the selection. So very carefully from inner side, I'll start pressing the button, and I'll start selecting the hair, and then here it is. Let's see. mm, it's not looking that good. Little bit I have to cut this part. So with the minus means subtraction, this white part I'll just remove. Like this I'll remove. This seems okay, then rest of the modifications I'll do afterwards. I'll see afterwards if there is any need, I'll deduct again. So this much part is okay according to me. And then what I'll do, I want to make the duplicate of my selection. And just for that, I'll press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So Ctrl C for copy and then Ctrl V to paste. Now what I'll do in my layers here, I'll off the main layer. I'll just off it. So this is now it's looking okay. And just to have a fair look, what I could do, I can take a blank layer at the bottom here, blank layer, and I'll drag it down. I'll drag it down and then I'll color it with some dark color. Suppose I'll take the paint bucket tool. If this paint bucket tool is not there, so what you could do, so I am working in essentials here. So just you check and just select essentials from here, or otherwise still if there is any problem then you can always click on reset essentials. So I'll click on essentials and then I'll use some dark color. I'm using the dark color to have a fair idea that my image is looking okay or not. So it's looking okay, only here is looking little bit odd. So what I could do now, I can take eraser tool, and with the eraser tool I'll take some soft edges. You could see plenty of edges are there. I'll take some soft edges, means the outer parts are soft. I'll just select this one, then I'll close it and I'll make little the sizes and bigger size, and then very carefully uh, I'll select this one because I have to work with this portrait part, and then I'll very carefully I'll start removing the outer edges, that white color, like this, so that it looks like it's blended with the back color. Here also I'll do the hard edges, I'll try to delete. Like this you can, wherever you feel like, you can delete the outer edges. Although many other options are there, but that I'll teach you afterwards. Wherever you feel like this kind of edges are there, you can delete them. So I'll not go in that much depth. According to me, this is okay now. So this is okay. My at least this part is okay. Now I want to add one image. That means one DSLR image, or I have to shift this image into some other background. I want that suppose the person is standing in front of like any monument like Taj Mahal, and then the click is been there. So what I could do, I'll just go to my backgrounds and I'll just try to find some image. Suppose this is like Taj Mahal. Okay, so I'll just drag it. I'll drag it as another image. I'll just see, I'll click it here, and on the top here, I'll I'll just leave it on the top. Just see, it's here on the top here. So I'll just leave it. So it is here as another image. I'll just double click it just to open the lock, and now I'll click on the top where my another image is there. So what I'll do, I'll copy this. So one simple way is that you can just click it here where you can find the layer 1. You can just click it here with by pressing the control key. So after pressing the control key, it's been selected again. What I have done, I'll press control key, and with the help of control key I have click on layer 1. So it's been selected, and then I'll click on control C. Control C. So I have told you one way. This was a simple way. By pressing control C, I can just directly paste it to towards my another image. Another way is that what I could do, I can just drag this image from the top like this. I've just dragged the wrong image. I should drag this one. I'll drag it down. So it's looking like this now. And what I could do, firstly I'll press Control D, and then by selecting, clicking on this move tool, I can just simply move this image because this layer has been selected. I can just like move it like this. So it's something like this. So I'll just minimize this, and now Control T I'll do, and I'll make it small. So as if the person is standing in front of Taj. So isn't it looking nice? Without going to that particular place, you have a nice click and then you can upload on the social media platforms. But still some work has been left. Now just to give the DSLR effect for this image, what you could do, the background image should not be clear. Actually the main focus should be towards your image. So what I can do, I'll select the back layer from here, the layer 0. That means the Taj, and what I could do, I'll go to the filter here on the top filter. Then there is one blur option. Rest of the blur options I'll teach afterward. Just now you can just go with Gaussian blur and just click it here, Gaussian blur, and you will see here the options. And from here, like if I'll click it, everything has been blurred, but I don't want to make it that much blur. I'll just play with it. Like this is okay now. Now it's looking like that I have just taken this image with the DSLR camera, and the main focus is towards the person and the background image is little bit blurry. So I'll just click on OK. So just see, it's so simple to make this kind of effects. I can use many images uh, just for a change. If I can just take some other background, I can just take some other image from here. I'll just go to my, and I'll just drag it here, and I'll click on tick on the top, because directly I have dropped this image in the particular PSD file of Photoshop. So I'll click on tick. Now this is inserted as a smart layer, and the same thing I'll do, I'll just make it blurry, blur, Gaussian blur, and I'll make it little bit blurry now. And then on the top I can move this person in the center, like this I can do. So I hope it's very much clear how to do compositing with the portraits, and you can make stunning effects like this. So with this I'll be closing my tutorial, and if you like my tutorial then please do like, share and comment, and subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed it earlier. Okay, bye bye, take care, meet you soon with the next tutorial.